Welcome back. We're joined by James Wilhite with Wilhite Landscaping this beautiful Thursday morning. He's going to share with us his thoughts on what you can do to make a difference in climate change. So, where are you? Thank you for stopping by. You've got a whole forest here.
Yes, and there's something in common with all of these. I brought a sedge, I brought a ground cover, I brought some mulch. You know, the point is we hear constantly about the fact that places in Europe had record heat this summer. Since they've been keeping records. They've been keeping records in Europe for a long time. And here it is in the Northwest here in the States. They're having unusually cold weather right now. And the rest of us, we're having record heat wave from Texas to New York City. It's crazy. Weather is crazy. The patterns are crazy. I think all good scientists, I shouldn't phrase it by saying good. The majority of scientists say we have created something different in the atmosphere and that the weather is going to react and it's going to do this for the next 30 years and there's nothing we can do to stop it at this point. We can simply slow it down and make certain changes, but what we have done is set up a cycle that will change for the next 30 years. What can we do? It just seems hopeless, doesn't it? It's not hopeless at all. Of all these things I brought, they all have exactly one thing in common, and that is they hold carbon. Carbon is part of plants. Plants take in carbon during their process. They hold that carbon as long as they're alive and as long as they're not burned. If they're on the compost heap, if they're used as mulch, if they're just simply sitting there growing, doing their thing, they're holding carbon. And one of the best things you can do is plant plants. Not a plant, but multiple plants. The most effective carbon sequestration is in a forest where you have large trees, smaller trees below that, even smaller plants below that, and yet things on the ground. You have multiple layers all doing their job, maximizing the benefit of the sun, holding as much carbon as they can. I saw a very interesting thing recently on a building process where a gentleman was using large wooden beams laminated together to build skyscrapers, the entire skyscraper out of wood, safe for fires, totally sequestering the carbon forever, as long as that building's there. So it does sound terrible, and I'm sure there are people who dispute whether or not we are having an effect on the earth. How could we not? There's so many of us. But if it bothers you and it's something that really upsets you, don't think there's nothing you can do. You can do something by simply planting plants, a flower, turf, trees, or all of the above.
Yeah, so why do you think people should be caring now? I think some of the arguments are usually it's so far away, you know, the big impacts, but it sounds like you mentioned it's already...
I was part of Earth Day in 1970, and here it is 49 years later, almost 50 years later. I got into horticulture because of my belief as a young person about the environment and about plants and what we are doing to the earth. I still feel strongly, and I think you can make a difference if you simply understand that each plant does make a difference. And it's the total removal of those little things, one by one by one by one, that makes a difference. And it's the addition back of those things one by one that will change and make a difference back the other direction. For if not our kids, our grandkids, or our great-grandkids, or some generation in the future.
All right, James, so where can people get some of this stuff to help out or find more information?
Any good garden center can help you out. Any good garden center can help you out. Just feel free, and fall is the best time for planting, so we're coming up on the perfect season.
There you go. Well, thank you so much for swinging by.
Always a pleasure. Thanks.